What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Carter Podcast. You already know how we gonna do it. We gonna turn up and we gonna talk about it. Are y'all ready? Let's get it. So tonight, man, it's gonna be different, man. It's different. We're live on YouTube and we live on TikTok. You gotta know what it is. You gotta know what it is. So, what is respect? And we gotta really dig deep into what it is. We gotta dig deep into how is it relevant to today, and do people really respect it? We got to look at the justifications of when a man is asking for his respect versus when a woman is asking for her respect. It's a little different. So let's dive in. So when a man is asking to be respected, he's asking for reasons that sometimes people don't understand. He's asking for reasons that could really break him down, in a sense of he's no longer a man, he's no longer entitled to feel like a man. You got to remember, when dealing with a man's ability to provide, you got to let him be what he wants to be. So we ask ourselves, are men just sensitive as hell now? And we going to say no. We going to say no. We got to say no. Because when you're trying to deal with the actual mindset of a man, you have to understand his first thing is to be a protector. It's a little different. Here's the justification of it. If you can't focus on the importance of life, then you're destined to not focus on what's important to the person in front of you. We ask people all the time, like, yo, how come if all I want you to do is love me and respect me, why is it that that is like the hardest piece of a puzzle? It's a little different. It's a little different. Most times that you see somebody trying to explain themselves, it's because they're trying to make sure you understand the justification of what they're saying to you. You can't always be correct. Sometimes you're going to be one of those people who hate the fact that somebody's telling you when you're in the wrong. And sometimes, like when a person's trying to tell you that it's not cool, you get upset. You'll down talk them, because it's almost impossible to take it at face value. They'll tell a man, "How come you can't figure this out?" It's not that a man can't figure it out. It's not that. There are moments where, as a man, we're tired of figuring things out. We don't want to live in a time of, if we did something before, we got to live through it again now. That's not part of respect at all. You try to groom yourself to be a better person every single day, where on the outskirts of it, it may look like, oh, you're just trying to, control the narrative. A man who has come from the bottom, as they say, and has worked his way back up to the top, sometimes he just feels like he has to so. If you're telling him like, I love you, I respect you, but yet you causing an argument that can make him feel less of a man, then where's the respect value for the man? You always hear on every post, every social media post, everybody says a woman is the one who suffers the most. We have to debate that. We got to debate that. Because I don't feel like a woman is the one that suffers the most. I feel like once she knows that she put a man in a vulnerable state, that she now feels like she has the upper hand. It's almost like he's trying to hold on to not arguing so he can keep himself dignity. We've always heard, well, a woman works, she comes home, she cooks, she cleans, she does all these things. But what about the man? What about when he leaves home? What about when he's working all day? What about when he doesn't know if he's gonna make it home due to the fact that someone might try to knock him off or the cops are gonna stop him and his that could be the last time. It's a different level. And some people don't understand that. A man could come in the house and say, "Hey, babe, I love you." You know what? All he wants to do is
Awesome.
wants to know that somebody thinks he's awesome. He went out there and he did the best he could do. He went out there and he was just like, today, even though if you're a woman and has a man, or a man who has a man, or whatever it is, and you're always finding ways to interrupt that man's peace, then don't tell that man you love him. Don't tell him you love him, and vice versa. If you're a man that's always interrupting your woman's peace, don't tell her you love her because it's not factual. If I disagree with you, that doesn't mean I don't love you. And it doesn't mean that I don't respect you. It just means I need to make sure you understand that I don't agree with everything you're saying. It's different when you're trying to make people understand that, look, I will die for you if you respect me. See, women need love, men need respect. But we got to also understand that you can't tell a man you respect him and then you out here just doing the most. Just like a man can't tell you he respects you and he's out here just doing the most. It doesn't work that way. It's impossible. We want to be loved and cherished and honored, right? But we can't have the emotions that a female will have because we looked upon as soft. There's no respect there when we're looked at like that. Sometimes a man just wants his woman to grab hold of him and say, I'm proud of you. I respect you for waking up every morning, going out there and getting it the right way. It's logical conversation. When you sit back and you just feel like everything is against you, right? How do you keep going on when everything is always against you as a person? You got to start looking at it in a different light. Sometimes the reason why your respect value goes out the window for your man is because you're looking at what your friends have instead of appreciating what you have. Nowadays, you can't date a man that don't got kids. You can't date a woman who don't got kids. But nowhere does it say that that has to be the narrative of the relationship. Nowhere does it say that. You have to be prepared to understand that if a man is trying to be a man, you cannot tear him down to make him fit your criteria. It doesn't work that way. You ever seen a man who's defeated because he's been up all day? He's working into the wee hours of the night. He comes home. There's no food cooked. The house is a mess. He can't even get a hello, honey. But figure that and flip that towards a woman, right? Woman tell you in a minute. The moment you do something she don't like, she loses respect for you because you cannot sit there and be like, I'm doing the best I can while she's out here hustling hard. I tell people this all the time. A woman hustles for her kids, a man hustles for his family. The respect factor that a woman wants is like, yo, I want to be your wife. A man says this, I want you to be my wife, but I also want you to be that part of my life that brings me peace. Anything that's happened in our past is in our past. Imagine if a man just always threw a woman's past in her face. She can never get over it because she's constantly reminded. Where's the respect? Imagine if your woman's friend comes over and she wants to come in the house while your woman's not home. You leave her outside on the porch. Your woman is going to say you're being disrespectful, but it all means that we know what could be said later on. We thinking 10 steps ahead. You just wait outside. You be all right. The respect boundary changes. You don't have to figure you out in a sense of why are things always hard for me? The answer is simple. They're hard for you because you refuse to sit down with somebody who's capable of communicating in a logical way. See, anyone that can point out your flaws and your faults all the time, but the moment you flip it and try to point out theirs, like, hey, this wouldn't be bad if we just did this, or if you just did this. But you got to remember, the moment you get into that, you're going into deep waters. It's not about like you're not capable of understanding what it is. It's every battle don't gotta be a war, and every war ain't gotta be a battle. You can have that respect. Ladies, please understand when you're walking around half dressed and you have a man, I don't care if he says, yeah, you look good. In his head, he's like, she is really disrespecting me. I don't care how beautiful you are. We feel disrespected when you are dragging all that attention like that towards yourself. We don't want to hear you're doing it for us. We don't want to hear that because that ain't a true statement. You doing that for you. Imagine if we walked around with gray sweats on all day. You know what the gray sweats mean. We want the same respect, the same respect. There's not a man on the planet that don't respect his woman. Even when he's angry in a disrespectful manner, he still respects his woman. But when a woman's angry, her pride won't let her pick up the phone and call her man, even if she's in the wrong, because the respect factor is different. You got to imagine a man who says, all I want to do is be a better version of myself. Why can't he be a better version of himself and be with the woman that he loves and just relax? Because he has to please everybody? Do you know what it's like to wake up and know you got to please the world and still make somebody happy in your personal life that you know probably can't really stand you, but you praying that you can get it through to them that, hey, all is well? It's different. It's like a mom who takes care of kids all day. She's raising kids, she's doing all these things all day, and then she doesn't even get, I'm proud of you. Thank you for holding us together. Thank you for cleaning this house. Thank you for washing the clothes. Thank you for doing the dishes. Thank you for organizing the bills. You know what I'm saying? Because a real man not gonna say, "Well, I make the money, you should pay the bills." A real man ain't gonna say that. He gonna say, "Thank you for all the little things that people don't find important, but they are." Right? I tell people all the time, a dude in prison get more respect from his woman than a man in the street. It's just facts. A dude in prison will get more respect than a man in the streets because a dude in prison knows he has to come out and start almost all over. A dude out here who's doing it the right way, doing everything, he's looked at as, you're supposed to do that. You fall short, you cry, you get upset. Nobody ever sees a grown man break down and cry because we hold that stuff in. But when ain't nobody around and we're just in our car and we let the tears flow, yeah, it gets real for us too. Imagine what it's like to walk around knowing that nobody respects you for the hard work you put in every day. You ever seen a person go to work and do the best job they can at work? You know why? Because they know at least at work somebody's going to say, "Hey, man, I appreciate you. I respect you." Man just wants that when he comes home. Make no mistakes, y'all. Ain't nothing perfect. So it'll be easy to look at a person in their face and tell them, "I know you're worth everything you're doing." Like things will be like that, and things will get better as time goes on. You just can't imagine the pain and suffering that a man goes through when all he wants to do is please the person he's with. That's it. You think he wants to say, whatever. You don't want to say that. But he wants somebody to say, "Hey, I got you." You ever seen a man that's proud of his woman for accomplishing something? Oh man, he can't wait to tell. Yo, my woman did this. Yo, my woman's doing that. He can't wait to tell it. But you know where the disrespect and the disconnect comes? Because he told it to somebody, but he didn't post it on social media. He doesn't post it on social media, he don't care. Never mind that he told the people that were most important to him. But if he don't post it on social media, it doesn't count. Ladies, let me tell you something. Your man don't gotta share you with the world. And fellas, your woman don't gotta share you with the world. She doesn't. He doesn't. Oh, well, you post pictures of yourself. So do you. Let me know when you're ready to take a group picture, a couple's picture, so we can post that together. So we can post it on our page at the same time together. Don't love me in private and hide me in public, right? Because that's the thing that everybody's saying. Don't have nothing to do with most people, right? I'll tell you a story. I wake up every morning, sometimes at 4 o'clock, and you can ask anybody in the world. They'll vouch for what I'm about to say. I am a homebody, boring type person, right? Unless I'm knowing I'm going out. I'm in bed by 9 o'clock every single day. Sometimes 8:45, I'm in bed. Unless I have something to do. Most people would say, damn, you're in bed that early? Yup. Because I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work every morning, rain, sleet, or snow. Every morning. I used to go to work because I had responsibilities that the court said I had to pay for. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Now I go to work because I want to see the world. I want to save money. I want to travel. I want to put it on a whole different level of respect, right? If you got a man who's walking the walk and that he's talking, you got to respect him. You got to treat him as if he is the king of all kings, because he's already defeated from the moment he walks into work to the moment he walks out. And all he has to look forward to is the one person that can make his day brighter. That's all. He don't care about nothing else. You think he wants to go hang out with his friends? He don't. Not if he got somebody special that's going to make him feel special. He'll come home to you first. He'll love you unconditionally. But you got to make him feel like he matters. You see 100, 200 posts about women unhappy. Women don't care about nothing else. But when a man says it, it's different. Somebody asked me the other day, he said, man, you ever been in love? I said, yeah. He said, what, did you stay in love? Yeah. Through all the BS? Through all the BS. See, an argument don't stop you from loving somebody. A fight don't stop you from loving somebody. But lack of respect will. See, it don't matter. Like, people put on such a facade for people who don't even give two damns about them. But you ever see somebody ride for you like nothing else matters? That's that motherfucker you want to hold on to. That person, when you sick, you can call him no matter if y'all just had that fight. He respects you enough to get out of bed and come see what's wrong with you. Even if you wouldn't do it for him, he gonna get up and ride for you. When something's important to you, it's important to him because he respects your feelings. Women, you must respect a man's feelings. Oh, that's soft talk. No, that's real life shit. Stop waiting on a man to tell you like he's sorry. Why don't you open your mouth every once in a while and respect him up and say, you know what, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Let's have a combo. You ever seen a man who's just like, he does this? You know what that means? I got it made. I ain't got to worry about nothing else. I got it made. He look at you, he just want to hug you, but he don't know how long that attitude of peace is gonna last. So he savors the moment. That's that man that love you. That's that unconditional bond. Man, you ever seen a woman just be like, she look at you and she, when you laying in the bed, she just walk up to you and she give you that kiss, and you know what she tell you? Like, I love you. Do you need anything? Oh, it ain't nothing like that kind of respect. Do you need anything? Is there anything I can get you? Nah, baby, I'm good. See, that's that respect that they can't sell you at HEB. That's that respect they can't sell you at Walmart. That's that respect they can't sell you nowhere. You got to earn that respect. That's like final level stuff on a video game respect. You got to be prepared for that kind of respect, because with that kind of respect comes some great responsibility. You ain't gotta guess it. You feel it. A person ain't gotta tell you they love you if they show you. But a person don't gotta live in something that they trying to get away from, because that respect factor they got for themselves is something else. Trust that not every man is out here trying to find a woman when he got the best one that he could have. Trust every woman ain't out here entertaining every man just because she's on social media. She's having fun. Let her. Oh man, I know these dudes be in my girl DM. Don't matter if a million dudes is in her DM. Guess what? Only thing that matters is he entertaining any of it. Don't matter if a million chicks is in a dude's DM. The question is he entertaining any of it? You got to be built different. You got to be built different. You got to love the fact that you going to be okay at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell y'all something before I get out of here. If you break a person enough, they will have enough and they won't care to deal with you anymore. And when I say break a person, I mean if you're always throwing the little petty stuff at them, eventually they're going to say, you know what? What am I doing? But if you tell them, like, I'm just telling you this because this is how it makes me feel, and you never bring it up again, they will pay attention to what you say. I promise you they will. See, what you don't understand is all men listen. All men pay attention. But all men are also watching to see if you're going to give them the respect to not do what you always do, and that's lash out. Remember, face the facts and face them with a grain of salt. But do unto others as you want others to do unto you. And that's a real respect factor. Don't lose out because you forgot how to love correctly and respect unconditionally. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Carter Podcast. And we'll be here tomorrow, same time. Put that bell icon on if you on the YouTube channel. And stay up. Bless up.